Hello, and welcome to Business Management for Agricultural Enterprises, ABIZ, Agro, EAEP, ENTR, and HORT 48/8088, depending on whether you're in the undergraduate section or the graduate section. Now, before we get into the course syllabus, I'd like to introduce myself a little further. We're going to go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. Okay, I'm Kelsey Foster, and I grew up on a family farm in central Nebraska right by Broken Bow. I had two amazing parents, Kirk and Denise. Dad is a full-time farmer, and Mom works at a retirement home in Broken Bow. I also have three great sisters. Two of them, these two, are still at UNL. One studying in fashion design and textile merchandising, and the other one is an ROTC in microbiology. And then Jamie, my older sister, she teaches science at Cedar Bluffs in Nebraska, which is by Fremont. Again, I went to UNL as well. I had the opportunity to study horticulture and leadership and entrepreneurship. I graduated last spring, so I've been on the farm since then. And one of my favorite things about UNL was getting to attend Cedar Point and take a couple classes there. One of my favorites was ornithology. Got to study birds for 3 weeks, I think. And then I also had my Master Naturalist certification out there. Again, if you don't know, Cedar Point is the biological station for UNL at Ogallala by the lake. So super cool place to learn all about a lot of things. Okay, so right now the farm specializes in the seed production of native grasses. When this picture down here on the bottom right is Indian grass, and it's one of the biggest money makers we have, I guess. We also raise cover crops for seed, so we raise rye and buckwheat and oats. Sorry, forgot there for a second. We're actually in the middle of harvesting oats right now. But I also want to add the seed production of wildflowers to the mix, and we also rotate out with corn and soybeans. We have 2,000 acres of pasture that we rent out to a neighbor right now who has a cow-calf operation, and he runs about 250 head on us between spring and fall, so we get to manage those for him during that time. I actually want to also get started in the livestock enterprise myself. I started pretty small with just some chickens. I'm up to 400 right now, most of those being layers. Have a few that I'm raising for meat and just dipping my toe in the butchering world. I don't know if it's quite my calling, but it's worth it, I guess. We just got our guard dog named Maximus. He's a Great Pyrenees, and we're currently working on training him to guard the chickens. He's turning into more of a cuddling dog than a guard dog, but we'll see where that takes us. But anyways, that's me, and we'll go ahead and get started on our other course introduction. Okay, so let's hop on over to the Agribusiness 488 course syllabus on Canvas. I'll have this published for you here very soon. So again, my name is Kelsey Foster. I've included my cell phone number. You can either call or text. If you call and I don't answer, please leave a voicemail because the service out here is a little spotty. But I will get back to you. Also, I've included my email. It's a little more lengthy question. And also I've set up office hours on Monday and Tuesday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. There will be a Google Doc on Canvas on each module for each week, and you can sign up for time slots there. If you're wanting more time with me, these will be through FaceTime or Zoom. This is actually Zoom right here, what I'm recording on, sort of a video conferencing software. So again, if this time slot doesn't work, please let me know, and we can get something else figured out. I'm pretty flexible. So since 488 is a ACE 10 course, we've included some of the different requirements that are, come along with that. And then our course objectives. First, we're going to define service and production businesses. Second, discuss aspects of an enterprise that are unique to their industry, such as seasonality, sources and training of labor, perishability, quality assessment, etc., etc. So some things you may not have thought about before, and we'll apply them to your business idea. 3, discuss business issues such as insurance, investments, legal, financing, and employee compensation and how they relate to startups. So a little different there than just on large companies. And finally, 4, develop and write a business plan that solves a problem for a particular market group. This is the main course objective. We're going to be writing a business plan on one of your business ideas. First, we're going to vet the idea a little bit, making sure it's worth the time to put in, and really dive into that before we go and look through the whole business plan. So some of the learning outcomes from the course, we're going to gain sufficient understanding of the entrepreneurial process to prepare a written business plan, present the business plan among peers and industry professionals both inside and outside the classroom, develop and use basic financial principles needed to start a firm, and finally, use business modeling to help develop a business idea. And that business modeling will be the business model canvas, in case if you're wondering. So the grading scale, you may notice, only has pluses and straight letters. I didn't like minuses in college, and I don't like to grade with minuses now. So that's what we're going to use here. I've included a due dates table with each assignment, the due date, and the points allotted. And you'll notice that we have 250 total points in this course, so you can kind of keep track as you go along, see how you're doing. The tentative weekly topic schedule would all be lecturing on. So for example, week 1, you'll have a lecture on both idea generation and a business plan section 1 lecture. And that will cover the vision, mission, goals and objectives, history, current status, key features, benefits, and competitive advantages. Ooh, that sounds like a lot, but it is a lot to think through, but it's pretty straightforward stuff. So if you do it right, and we'll work together to get it right. You may notice we only have 10 weeks, and that would be correct. I've decided to condense this class down to 10 weeks, so it'll be a lot of intense work, but since it's front-loaded, hopefully by the time your other classes get busy at the end of the semester with projects and finals, you'll be done with this one. So it's kind of a headache at first, or you may think of it as one, but yeah, I think you'll probably be thankful for it in the long run. I've included some basic assignment descriptions down below. You'll have 4 sections with the business plan you'll be completing, and then a business model canvas along with a presentation via Zoom for those canvases, a final written business plan and presentation, then a financial lender assignment. The financial lender assignment is where you'll be presenting your business plan to 3 financial lenders and then writing about it. And the final plan presentation is where you'll either come into UNL and present in front of a couple instructors and business professionals, or present via Zoom with some of your classmates giving feedback. And then finally, the course and instructor reviews, or evaluations, I guess. You'll need to complete both of those to receive points. Some technical requirements and just some other stuff we need to post in our syllabus is below. I encourage you to read through it very thoroughly, the syllabus itself, and let me know if any questions you have or concerns about the semester. Okay, so under modules, you'll notice week 1 is going to be published for you right now. And this, obviously, you found the course introduction under this page. You'll find the idea generation lecture under this page, linked right here, the slides along with it, and then some helpful information that goes along with idea generation. Okay, and then you'll also have a lecture this week on the first section of the business plan. You'll find that under this tab, along with the PowerPoint slides, basic rubric for the whole business plan, and a sample business plan. Each of the assignments you'll be submitting onto these 2 tabs, and just for reference, the idea statement is due this Friday, and the business plan section 1 is due next Friday, the 31st. Both of them are due at 11:59 p.m. I won't be grading late assignments, so don't come at me with excuses. I don't think for that. So go ahead and watch the next 2 lectures and get to work on your business idea and section 1 of the business plan.